Welcome back to the vlog. We are really excited to tell you about our past week. My team and Kevin's team, also all 8 of us, were at St. Mary's Cathedral in Amarillo.
And my team was Perryton Immaculate Conception.
So let's start with our favorite part of the week. I'll go first. So my team had not been in a group yet. It's just been us four all summer, which is amazing. But this week we got to be with another team, Regina's team, and it was really fun. Mostly because we're all just buds, but also because we really got to learn from each other. How they did stuff, we could see that we could improve in this area, and then they also said that we did some stuff that they would like to adopt for the next couple weeks too. So I thought that was really cool, and it's just really fun to have all 8 of us together and 4 girls staying in a house. So that was my favorite part.
Me too. But also just getting to know everyone better, all the games we played, really just diving into Totus Tuus, and it was really good doing that with another team.
Yeah, it was Kevin's first week this week, so that was exciting. Everything was new to him, but it was good. He did good.
My favorite part of the week was probably, originally we were supposed to be with Brooke's team, but they got moved to St. Mary's because their numbers were bigger. So we had to take care of Perryton by ourselves, which was awesome. We really got to learn how to adapt to larger numbers, which I think was great for our team because we already had a pretty good team dynamic, before break, but then we came back and had this parish, and we really grew this week as a team, which I think was really awesome. So that was my favorite part.
Cool. What about funny stories? Any funny stories for this week?
Oh, I have one. So in my class, Josh teaches my first period. He's our floater. So he teaches the first class, which is the mystery of the rosary. And so first day out, the green string, we teach agony in the garden. And he teaches them like the big words like agony, scourging. And so the second day, he's out there and he's teaching about scourging. He's like, okay, at the end of class, he's like, what was that big word I taught you guys? And he's like, it starts with an S, and they're all, oh, what is it? And they're like, sagony. Like they try to make the word, like the big word they learned from the day before, into starting with an S because that's all they remember. But it's so funny.
That's so cute.
My kids called me Mr. Ketchup all week, so that was interesting. I did it to myself by saying, making them come up with a food with the first letter of their name, and I played along as well and said I'm Mr. Kevin Ketchup, and so that was just a new name for me.
Yeah, he even had a shout out in another YouTube video about one of our kids as Mr. Ketchup. It was pretty funny also. And then it's initiation week, kind of, and on Thursday we have our high school fun night, and we were with the kids, and a little group of us, like 8 of us, were playing What Are the Odds, and Kevin had, for like probably 3 hours, from high school night all the way to the end until we left St. Mary's. He had to have a little pregnant belly. Hopefully we can get a picture of that. And it was mostly funny. He had a volleyball under his shirt. And it was mostly funny because Jose hated it. I mean, he was disgusted about it the whole night. And it was just really funny.
He wouldn't look at me.
And then all the kids crack up and us.
Yeah.
So that was funny. How do y'all think that we really saw Christ move through us and move through the kids and the parish and everything this week?
In Perryton, so on Friday, at the end of the week, Father, during Mass at his homily, he kind of surprised the kids and us as well with kind of like, he was like, ooh, we're going to do a little quiz. And so he would pull kids up there and ask them questions about the mysteries and the sacraments and all this stuff. And we were really, really proud of the kids because they knew everything. There wasn't a question that he asked that one of the kids couldn't answer. And so I think that's really just refreshing to see that Christ allowed them to learn and open their hearts, their ears, and their minds to really take in and soak up what we taught them, and that they're retaining it. So hopefully they continue to take that with them after Totus Tuus.
Father Roy kind of did a similar thing on Friday, and he asked every single kid, what is one thing you learned? And so we went one by one, and we got to hear what they retained. And it was really fun, and it was just cool to see what some kids got. There was like a kindergartner who said chrism, and Father Roy just thought that was so cool. And someone said transubstantiation, and he thought that was cool. We just were really impressed with Father Roy this week. He's so cool, and of course Monsignor Mike. Okay, we're gonna. Another time I was really saw God work, also through Father Roy as a priest. We were in confession on Tuesday, adoration and confession with the high school group, and it was about time to start night prayer and clean up, but not all the confessions hadn't been heard yet, and so Father Roy would get up in the confessional, and then a kid would walk in, and then he would sit back down, and then again, Father Roy stood up, started to come out, and a kid went in, and for the third time, he started to come out, and he let one more person go. So I just thought it was very apparent how he just sacrificed himself, and he was like, yeah, more confessions the better. So that was really cool. They got to hear a lot of confessions, which was amazing and really cool for all those high school and middle school kids. How do we think we struggled first of all, but then also worked through that struggle?
I'll start. So, I don't know, this whole week, you could call it a struggle just because everything was so new.
Whole week of struggle.
Okay, well, let me get to the good part. I woke up every morning feeling a little discouraged, and I let myself get like that and stressed, so that was not good. But then the beautiful part was every day at Mass, I would offer that up with the Eucharist. And so, like, from Mass on, my day was so much better, and I just let the Holy Spirit speak through me. And I let go and got out of my comfort zone more. So every day got better and better. I just thank the Lord for that. And then, so really just letting Him work through me. And I forgot the question. I don't know if I answered it.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's really cool. For us, just going back to that, getting used to the bigger numbers, because that was definitely a challenge. My class was pretty small, but Brooklyn and Edgar, they had pretty large classes. I think both of them had around 20. So that was, I know that they struggle with that personally. Just really knowing what I can do to help them it was my struggle personally. But I think in the beginning we did kind of struggle with the numbers, but I think that through the week we really worked through it, and like I said, we grew from it, which is wonderful to be able to grow from a struggle like that. So
yeah, that's really cool. We had a little bit of a struggle on Friday, because we have to have a key for the water hose. We weren't aware of that until it was pretty much time for water day. So we had to kind of figure out the whole key situation, how we could get any water for the rest of the afternoon. So we did a little bit of like fun songs, and but then it worked out. So it was water day was so fun. They got so many buckets. They ended up getting the water on. Someone like ran to Lowe's or Home Depot or something and had to buy another key. And
Sprinklers.
yeah, the sprinklers came on, and we were like, ah! But then we asked them to keep them on, and it was so fun to have the sprinklers going the whole time. So it was a struggle. We were kind of in a panic at first. We didn't have water, but then it turned out really, really fun. So yeah, that was
the Holy Spirit.
Yeah, for sure. The Holy Spirit. You'll need some help. Which the answer is always. Thanks for listening. Please leave comments.
Tune in next time when so you can hear about the next week.
Yes.